What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel for this very special episode of What's Happening YouTube. And you know what's happening, YouTube? I've finally reached 1,000 subscribers. That's right, it finally happened. Took long enough, huh? We're gonna do some celebrating today. So this is gonna be a long one. So get yourself a 6-pack, sit on back, and let's do this. So, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched any of my videos ever. Special thanks to those of you who've watched more than one and who have subscribed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's awesome. I've got 1,000 subscribers now. Yep, that happened. It doesn't really mean much, but it means a lot to me because that was kind of the goal. Just like, you know, it wasn't the goal. It wasn't the goal. But it was like, man, I'd like to have 1,000 subscribers. Now I do. So now I guess I just do whatever the hell I want. Which is different from any of my other videos. We're obviously going to start off with a cocktail. And I got something special here. Since we've got a special occasion, we're going to pop open a bottle of bubbly. When I was at the Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee just a little while back, I saw this and had to pick it up. I don't know. Whoa, shit, look at that. I don't know how good this is going to show up here, but we're going to get up close and see. Okay, take a look. This is Dragonfire imported blueberry champagne. Okay, so it's not real champagne or whatever, but see how it's nice and clear, right? Watch this. That wasn't that cool. Alright, this isn't working out quite as planned. No, but now you see, there you go. That's looking cool on the screen. And it lights up. Which nearly serves no purpose. But I like shiny things. Does it looks cool like that? I think it looks cooler not lit up. So, I don't know what the fuck this is. Sparkling wine-based drink. And we're looking at 6% alcohol. So after we chug this fucker, we should be ready to move on to the other cocktails that I have in store for this episode. I'm gonna pop this open real quick. But, you know, in all honesty and seriousness, I do want to thank everyone for watching any, some, or all of my videos and subscribing. As I said before, it's very cool of you. Thank you very much. I never thought that many, I don't want to say that many, because I never thought 1,000 people would want to watch this. I never figured very many people would watch this, but here we are. Alright, so we're going to pop this sucker open to celebrate. We're in the game room, so we're not just going to pop the top. Can't get, oh shit, we might have to. Sucker's on here. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. Well, it's not bubbly at all. It's gonna be for the thumbnail right here. Cheers, YouTube. To 1,000. Was that good? Better make sure we get it good. That's better. You can really taste the sparkles. Honestly, it is good. So, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about YouTube. That's right, because this 1,000 episode spectacular is big thanks to y'all. Because, yeah, apparently you like what I'm doing. because you're watching and you're subscribing. So let's talk about what's happening YouTube. Let's we're gonna do this right. This sparkly shit can't be good for you. Pay for this tomorrow. So, video games. That's why we're here, right? Just gonna jump right into it. I've had a couple of months off work, so I've had some time to play some fucking video games. And that's what I've been doing. That's right. When Angry Baby's hitting nap time, video games. When Mrs. Back in the Day Gamer goes to bed, video games. Sometimes in the middle of the day, day drinking, video games. It's been a good time. But just in the past month, we're not going to go back to everything, but I really want to start hammering out the backlog. So I have been, right? I buckled down and I was like, gonna pick 3 games, sort of my, I called it the Warfare Trilogy. I believe we started off with POW. Love this fucking game. Always did. It's hard as hell. I always had gotten stuck at an end boss that throws grenades, I want to say. The other day, it was a few weeks ago, I was like, you know what, I'm fucking doing this, I'm beating this game. And I did! I think I pounded through it in one day. I mean, not a whole day, but I was just like, sat down, did it. Which I was surprised, because historically, it had been a difficult game for me. So, moving on to another Warfare game in the Warfare Trilogy of Warfare. Russian Attack. A game I never gave 2 shits about. Thought it was horrible. It's one of them fucking games where you push up to jump. Fuck. Stupid. I just kind of got hooked on it. It took me like a week to beat that fucker though, even though it's a real short game. There's some hard parts. When you get used to it, I guess like every game, you start breezing through it, but for a while, I mean, it was, you know, it's not too difficult to beat the first board, but it's hard to beat the second board. It's really hard to beat the third board. There's no continues, so it's all in one quarter that I know of. Maybe there is continues, and I'm stupid, but there's a code or something, but I don't know, because I don't look things up. And on the start menu, there is no continue, so there was no continues. But I don't know, I had always hated that game, didn't think it was very cool at all. I got hooked. I definitely got hooked. That game was fun as hell to play, and I played the shit out of it. And in the week it took me to beat it, I got really, really good. And I could imagine possibly doing a no-death run, but nah. So then, I posted on the social medias, what should be my 3rd game in the Warfare Trilogy? And a couple of you selected Heavy Barrel. So I made it that one. That was game number 3. I also did not ever care for that game. I don't know. But when I posted it, several of you suggested that. So that's what I went with. And I did not super care for it. I did get hooked and liked playing it towards the end, but I don't know. I don't think that game's that great. I don't hate it. It's a good game, but I don't ever see myself going back to it. Now, you know, POW, definitely we'll play that again. It's classic. It's an awesome game. Russian Attack, not an awesome game, but I really liked it after I got used to it. But Heavy Barrel didn't super like. I don't know. It was just bland. It didn't hook me. It didn't stand out. It was fun. It is a good game. I've played so many worse games, but I don't know. Heavy Barrel just, it's not for me. It's my least favorite of the trilogy of Warfare. What do you guys think of those 3 games? What's your favorite? Have you beat them? I think everybody's going to say POW. I don't think anybody's going to say Russian Attack. Is you aim from Russia? So bitch, why you Russian? Just kept saying that every fucking day when I played it. little swirl. Does that not look cool as hell or what? I mean, in the little camera viewer here, I'm thinking you're picking up what I'm seeing. That's some cool shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, after I hacked out these 3 NES games, I was like, you know what? We're going to throw the Sega Master System some love. Because I fucking love the Sega Master System. Nintendo NES is my favorite system, obviously. I can't say that there's a second. If I had to pick, I would say Super Nintendo. But I hardly play anything aside from Nintendo. So, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Master System, those are they're like a 3-way tie for me. But if I had to choose, I'd say Super Nintendo, just because there's some bangers on there. But throwing the Sega Master System some love. Unfortunately, my Sega Master System collection is over on that side of the house on a bookshelf because there's no more room in here, and I hate that. So I kind of forget about it sometimes. But I didn't forget about it now. And I saw Elfenerd did a no-death run, and I was like, you know what? I was playing that game a while back when I got it from VGM, I believe, and I was like, it's a short game, I can beat it. I couldn't do shit. Couldn't get far at all. I was like, you know what? I saw just his video. I didn't watch the no-death run because I didn't want to figure anything out about the game, but I saw it was like around 8 minutes. So I was like, I think I can plow through a shooter in 8 minutes, right? If he can no-death run it, I gotta at least be able to beat it. Astro Warrior. And beat it I did. And no-death run it I did. That's right. This game is not very good either. But like Russian Attack, I got hooked on it. I don't know, something about it was super fun. So I just played the shit out of it for a day and beat it. When I beat it, I no-death ran it. Like a lot of shooters, you get the power-ups, and if you stay power-up, the game's kind of easy. That was the case here. So then, just happened to see that someone had posted a no-death run of this on the first loop. The Astro Warrior was the first loop. I assume there's only one loop. I did play it through. It was increasingly more difficult. Usually on the first loop, the enemies that didn't shoot at you, on the second loop they were shooting at you, shit like that, But I don't imagine that there's any more depth to it than that. Moving on to this one. This game was one I'd always wanted, and I got this from VGM not too long ago. One of them Sega Master System card games, Transbot. This one is also very short, and it's not awesome, but it's cool. I like it. I like the premise where you're like a ship, and then when you get the power-ups, it goes one A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, F, G. You stop. Whichever one you stop on is the power-up you get, and some of those power-ups transform you into a robot. Hence the name Transbot. Just so happened, right after Astro Warrior, I no-death ran the first loop of Transbot, and it didn't take me very long at all. So I'm either really good or it's not hard. So that's just 5 games that I beat in roughly the past month. Been having a lot of fun playing video games, sitting right here in my comfy chair. I haven't been enjoying that many adult beverages lately, because I don't like to drink and play video games. It just dulls your senses and makes your reflexes, reactions slower. So it's kind of like, But after I'm done playing video games, I like to have a cocktail. Or 2. Speaking of 2 cocktails, let's open the second beverage I have for this video of enjoyment. To celebrate my 1,000 subscribers, we're not just going to have 1 beverage, we're going to have 2. And this one is Old Nation, the brewery Shit, are they Michigan? Yeah, they're Michigan. It says, it's got the Michigan real big right there. I knew that. But anyway, Old Nation M43. That's one of my more favorite beers. It's a New England, India Pale Ale. It's basically like a juicy IPA, hazy IPA, which are the only IPAs I care for, but I really like Old Nation M43. This is Old Nation M43 Tart Strawberry. Is that right? Let me check my bifocals. New Orthodox India Pale Ale Series. Pow! Look at that sucker. I've been really looking forward to getting into this guy. Not as much as that magical sparkly shit, but interested to see the piss tonight. I gotta tell you, wait, one more sip. Nope, I don't care for that nearly as much as regular M43. This is a little hoppier, which IPA drinkers will like. I don't care for it so much. Nope. It's a little drier, a little hoppier. I'm not getting a lot of strawberry. Am I gonna finish it? Fucking A, I am. Let's eat something too. Aside from drinking, let's eat something. We got more video games to talk about too. So don't go anywhere. But I picked these suckers up, and I can't wait. We're going on a road trip. We're going up north this weekend, and I don't want to wait till then to eat them. But it doesn't have that sweet resealable pack. Whatever. We got the burps. I was eating kielbasa earlier. Homemade kielbasa. It's the only kind to eat. Make a good one. A lot of garlic, a lot of burps. Yeah, that's good. So, the famous Slushies. Ices, right? So these are like Oreos. Ices. And I had some Oreos before where they've got Pop Rocks in them. I think they were like cherry cola ones. These are Pop and Fizz. Pop and Fizz of a classic icy. We got the blue raspberry ones and the cherry ones. Let's we're drinking the blue shit. We're gonna open the blue ones. I'm not gonna open the red ones because I imagine they're just gonna taste the same, but I have been looking forward to trying these. The Oreos that had the Pop Rocks in them, I thought were super cool. They were delicious. So is this not an Oreo though? But it's a total rip-off of an Oreo. All right. Cheers, mate! You can really taste the blue. Seriously, you can. Fucking... Wow! It is sweet. It's really sweet. Holy shit. And there's a little fizzy. That's neat. See how it pairs with this. It's gonna be terrible, isn't it? Not very good. Nope. These are fucking sweet. I mean, maybe it's because I was drinking this really tart, sour, hoppy IPA thing, but those are sweet. I like them. I mean, if you're eating a cookie, you want it to be sweet, right? I know I do. I don't eat a lot of cookies because I'm on a diet. I gotta say, I recommend this shit. I'm gonna turn the light on. I better not make it. It's got two different flashes, so we'll put it on. We'll leave it on that one. so it's not too distracting. So, before we talk about some more games, once again, thanks to everybody for subscribing. I don't want to beat that to death, but this is the 1,000 sub spectacular episode. 1,000 sub episode spectacular. Whatever. I thought we'd talk about some YouTube, right? Because that's what this is. I don't know how long I've been doing YouTube. Doesn't matter. But I should have been doing it longer. Because when I first discovered YouTube, it was because, I don't know, let's just say it was 10 years ago. When retro video games were cheap. I'd always had my Nintendo. I've always collected for it. I've always, you know, anytime you're at a used record store or whatever, forever, I would go look through the Nintendo games. I didn't always pick up other consoles, but I always picked up the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. That's always my jam. And, you know, fucking hindsight, right? Going back to times when games were $1.99. I mean, I did buy a lot of games when they were cheap. Like $1.99 games, definitely. I mean, I know I bought Nightmare on Elm Street when it was $1.99. Like, I remember it would always be there. Like, it was just like, fuck it. Now it's like $90. Shit's crazy, but anyways. I don't know, like, you know, 10 years ago, I bought some clone system where it was real shitty, broke right away, but it was Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and I was like, oh wow, cool, you know, yeah, getting not only into the Nintendo games, but get into them old Super Nintendo games we always used to play, and even when Super Nintendo came out, I stuck with Nintendo. I don't know that I ever had a Super Nintendo until like way later when we got into playing Mario Kart, Bomberman. That's right. So I ended up picking one up because I was always Nintendo. It was always my favorite. Yeah, I played the shit out of Super Nintendo and whatnot, but I don't think I ever actually had one until mid to late high school when I picked one up so we could play Bomberman. Bomberman 2, right? Yeah. G-Bomber. But so, you know, whatever, 10 years ago, picked this thing up. So then I started picking up lots of Super Nintendo and Genesis games. And they were all, well, not all, but they were relatively inexpensive then. So I'd be buying them up like crazy. And then it started to spiral from there. You know, I always had my Game Boy, so I started to pick up Game Boy games, shit like that. But, you know, that's when it really took off. And I really started liking it. But I was trying to figure out what Nintendo games were good. Because, you know, more often than not, when you're buying one that you've never heard of before, it's not very good. More often than not. So I'm late to the show for everything pretty much. I'm pretty stubborn and old school. But I knew that there was YouTube, and I somehow looked it up and just Googled like Nintendo games and started seeing top 10s and whatnot. But the first YouTuber that I actually became aware of, I mean, I probably watched videos, just random top 10 videos and shit, but the first one that I ever became aware of was Pat the NES Punk. And I know that I was just hooked on watching his videos. First, I just discovered YouTube, so it was like, holy fucking shit, you can type something in and watch something about anything. I mean, my wife fixed our dryer and changed our garbage disposal by pulling up YouTube videos, right? Like, that's nuts. But, you know, this was, want to say, like 10 years ago. YouTube was new to me. So I literally just dove in and watched fucking just marathoned all of Pat the NES Punk videos, however long it took me. Then that's when I discovered Angry Video Game Nerd, which I did the same thing, watched all of his. I believe that one I savored a little longer. Probably just because, I don't know, but definitely was a bigger fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd, but I always really liked the style of Pat the NES Punk's videos. Then, the third YouTuber that I actually discovered was because of top 10 videos was Michael B. the Game Genie, who I was a big fan of. I mean, he's still seems like a super cool guy, does lots of videos, but all his videos now are on like arcade one-ups, and that's not my thing. I've got the Simpsons one, but that's not my jam. I almost wish that I hadn't bought the Simpsons one, because it takes up valuable real estate where my Sega Master System collection could be. But I guess I don't super regret it, because it's an awesome game, but I hardly ever play it. Angry Baby and I sit there and jam on it, so there's that. It looks cool, right? Shelf candy. But that's where I started. I cut my teeth on YouTube, and you know, when I'd be watching Pat the NES Punk and Angry Video Game Nerd, I'd be like, this is awesome, this is hilarious, this is great. You know, and the earlier shit's real low rent, so I was like, you know what, I wish I want to do this. I could do this. Like, I'm a funny guy, right? Like, I could do things. I could do stuff. But I just put it off, and I put it off for years. And then, I don't know, one day I was just like, I'm fucking buying a camera. I'm figuring this out. And then that I did from there. Actually found a guy, one of my buddies, like, taught video editing classes. So I got hooked up with him, and I'd go to his house, and he would show me how to use Adobe. He, you know, before I went over there, I'm like, what do you use? Talk to him. He's like, he uses Adobe, so I got Adobe. Ticked around with it, couldn't figure anything out till I went over him. He showed me, took it from there, and here I am, a famous YouTuber with 1,015 subscribers. But that being said, I gotta bend over and grab my list right here. So, talked about those three. I really like Bithead 1000. Who doesn't, right? The guy's fucking hilarious. Just snarky, like, in his videos, you know, they're like an hour long, but it's got like the format, you know, everything kind of follows suit. I like that. I don't really have structure to do that, but Bithead 1000, the guy's fucking awesome. He's almost at 100,000 subscribers. Just saying, let's see him get 100,000 subscribers so he can quit his job and do nothing but YouTube. Two more channels I want to mention. Son of a bitch. The video had stopped due to maximum recording time had been reached. I think we're good now. Alright, so two more channels I want to mention real quick. One, NES Complex. Fucking top-notch videos. Guy is the best. Now he hardly makes videos anymore. Whatever. But I want to say my all-time favorite YouTube video is NES Complex's Zelda video. I think it came out like a year ago. Go to NES Complex's page. Watch his Legend of Zelda video. Fantastic. Stellar. Favorite YouTube video of all time. Excuse me. Then, there's another YouTuber who I recently discovered a couple of months ago. I know I mentioned him before. He reached 10,000 subscribers just recently. Congratulations to him. And that is Big Ol' Words. Guy's awesome. Does roughly under 10-minute reviews of games. I think he has a whole NES collection. Does lots of PAL region exclusive shit like that. He just put out a video today about a troll game that we didn't get here. Didn't look very good. The video was good, but the game didn't look too good. So I'd never heard of it, and I kind of know my stuff when it comes to the Nintendo Entertainment System. But yeah, Big Ol' Words. So as I was sitting there thinking, you know, this video's about YouTube, right? So that's what we're talking about. So there's too many people to mention, and I know I'm going to leave people out, so I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to jot down the first 10 YouTubers that pop into my head. So, I mean, the list could go on easily to 50, easily, but just the first 10 I jotted down. These aren't my favorite, none of those, just like, I jotted down 10. So, if you're not on here, I didn't forget you. It's just the video has to have limits, right? We can't go on forever. I've been wanting to do this. Just sitting here and it's gonna mix these two together. I was hoping that the strawberry one would be pink. It's not. It's not. It's green. It looks like an Incredible Hulk. That. Zesty. Not bad. The IPA sticks out, but then on the back end you get this pound of sweet from this Dragonfire shit. That wasn't a bad idea. So, just the first 10 YouTubers that I jotted down here. One, the first YouTuber who ever recognized me, Captain Algebra. What's up, buddy? When I was at the first Midwest Gaming Classic I ever went to, I was just walking around. Somebody said, "Back in the day, gamer!" I turned around and it was his big tall ass with his big tall buddies, and here I am, being dwarfed by the big tall asses. But it's one great thing about YouTube. We became friends. We live like 5-6 hours away from each other, so it's not like we hang out all the time, but we see each other at conventions a lot. We chat, text message, Marco Polo often and whatnot. Be great if he lived closer, but hey, I made a friend from YouTube. That's pretty cool. Next up, Magadan. One of the first people I met would have been at the next Midwest Gaming Classic the next year, but he was one of the very first people to ever give me something. He gave me, it's this tank Nintendo game. I'm not going to search for it on there, but I have it. I'll never forget he gave it to me. I forget the name right now. I will. It's a motorcycle, not a tank. Moving on. Magadan. Magadan 29. The great No Death Runner. The guy who beat Battletoads. No Death Run. Another person who I have became friends with due to YouTube. Fantastic. Do You Nerd? Same deal. Friends with them now. They don't live close, so it's not like we hang out, but we chat, text. Marco Polo, he did me a favor. He sent me that clip of Big Earn that I put in the beginning of this video. Thanks, Tom. Someone from across the pond. Tootie UK. Fuck, I can't remember where he lives. England? He lives in England? Across the pond? Fuck. Is it great? Yeah, yes. That's where it is. We've obviously never hung out because he lives across the pond. But he sent Angry Baby a back in the day gamer shirt right when, either before he was born, right when he was born, sent me a bunch of Sega Master System games. Some of them are PAL exclusives that we don't have here. Just, you know, cool shit. YouTube, right? I'm going to kind of just try to roll through this a little faster. I could tell a story about everybody, but Nerd Stillery, formerly of James and his games, someone else who I've become friends with through YouTube. Nerd Stillery. I like everybody's channels and whatnot, but that's a fucking funny dude. He's got some good humor. He's talented. He should have 10 times more subscribers than I have. Nerd Stillery. Watch his damn channel. He's a funny dude. His wife's funny too. Not as funny as him, but they like pops. They collect pop figures. Mr. Matthews, that snarky motherfucker. I like him. He's a super intelligent, dry humored guy. Puts out good videos. I enjoy his content. We like similar things, I believe. Ron Man Gaming. Seems like every time this guy puts out a video, I like it. Ron Man Gaming. I don't know, maybe... I don't know. I like it. It's America. It's freedom. I can like what I like. Drink Games with Josh. Another dude who's really cool that I like. We haven't actually met, but we've traded some things, and he shot me out. He got me right to 1,000. I was close. He shot me out in one of his videos. Got me another handful of subscribers. Brought me right to the edge there, but he does a lot of similar things to me. He likes to drink different beers, show his pickups, play games and whatnot. Josh, what's happening, buddy? The Real Bit Wars. YouTuber of the Year. Just got to hang out with him again at the Midwest Gaming Classic a month ago. He also has good videos. just, I don't know, he just comes up with good ideas, like his comedy, Duffman. He also picks things that I like. I don't know, I just really like watching his videos. Never miss one. Or do I? I don't know. No, I don't. I never miss one. Finally, a new YouTuber. This guy, he'd sent me a message. I don't know if he, a comment. Can't remember if he was saying, I'm about to do a video, or I'm really thinking about it, and I was just like, dude, you have to. I was like, don't wait. Just make a fucking video. Like, I waited too long. I wanted to make everything perfect and try and do this and that. And just fuck it. It's YouTube. Just make it. Use your phone, right? Like, lots of people do really good videos on their phone. But I know I was just like, don't wait, man. Don't wait. I'm like, just make videos. Like, they suck. Then nobody's going to watch them. It doesn't matter. You can take them down, whatever. Nobody's going to hold it against you. But since then, he's pounded out a decent amount of videos, several of which I thought were very good. The Retro Corner. I'm going to put a link down below to a video of his I really liked about Ninja Turtles. And you should do yourself a favor, and him, and me, and go check that out. The Retro Corner. I find myself liking what he has to say. And I think he's super new to YouTube. I want to say, I don't think he's been making videos for 2 months, but I want to say that his early videos are way, way better than my early videos. And I don't think my videos, even this one, are very good. But I mean, like, I see that once he gets some more practice in and shit, his videos will be rocking. Be rocking. There are more good ones than that, but just as an example, I want to link the Ninja Turtle one in there. The Retro Corner. Cheers. We've been dragging on for quite a while now, and I'm probably going to have to go put Angry Baby to bed soon. So, we'll talk about games once more. Because I'm still fucking playing Phantasy Star. I'm not sure where to go next. I'm not getting stuck. I'm pretty powered up. There's like 3 items I need. I think I'm missing something somewhere in the labyrinth of cave tunnels in the snowboard. I think that's where we're at, on that snow planet. And if you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But should I do this up? Yeah. But I am at my wit's end with graphing out dungeons on graph paper. I don't know that I'm ever going to do that again. I am. But I know I need the mirror shield because I can get to Medusa, but I can't beat her because she turns me to stone. And then I need the gas mask, so I can't get in to the place where the gas is because I don't have the gas mask. And I need whatever crystal you hold up in front of the Lerma nut tree to have the nut fall, and That's where I am with that. If you have any information to help me, please leave it in the comment section below. So that's not cheating, it's asking a friend. So, in typical back of the day gamer style fashion, I moved on. I'm not done with Phantasy Star, but it was just like, let's start playing another RPG, right? I don't even know why, but I started playing Dragon Warrior. And this aftermarket case that I use to keep my Explorer's Handbook and maps, which are very helpful. And it's not cheating, because that's what came back in the day with your game. But, and I remembered really not liking Dragon Warrior because it doesn't hold up so well. You gotta hit fucking stairs to walk downstairs even when you're standing on them. But I've been super digging it. Been just grinding, and I've been playing it for a few days. I'm already more than halfway through the game. I'm gonna beat that before I beat fucking Phantasy Star. Something I didn't reach right over here. Or can't reach short arms. I've been prepping. I've been saying this for fucking years, but now that I hit 1,000 subscribers, streaming's coming. Super close. Setting things up, and I'm nearly ready. Magadan, Captain Algebra, they're gonna help me because the last couple times I tried it, it's no problem to get on to stream, but I wasn't getting the game footage on. It's something through OBS, and we're gonna work that out. We're gonna be streaming soon. I've got a huge 10-foot retractable green screen that the wife bought me for Christmas or my birthday. So I'm looking forward to using the green screen and playing in tropical islands and in space. Next thing, I got a list of videos that, because what's happening on YouTube, right? It's what we're just talking about. Apparently you're interested in my channel, so I figured it's not really a channel update, because I don't know, when I watch channel updates, I've never seemed to like them. I don't know why. But, I mean, I guess this is a channel update, so I'm sorry. But, I'm drinking, right? I've got a handful of videos right here. This is my video list, which, like, my backlog keeps growing. But, I wanted to stream. The first day I was going to stream was going to be halfway to Halloween, 6 months before Halloween, but there's no April 31st, so I couldn't do it. So it really would have been May 1st, which was yesterday, but I didn't do it, so never mind. But I want to do a Master System challenge, because fucking 8-bit boy, the 8-bit boy, is living over in England or something across the pond. He, for 2 years, was doing a Master System challenge, and I only just discovered it, and now it's over. But he did 100 episodes, and I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. I watched many of them now, and I got to show the Master System some love. So many people don't know anything about it. So I was just like, that's an awesome idea. He did it for 2 years. He did 100 episodes. He's done now. I think that I'm going to do a Master System challenge video to maybe get some more people to go over to his channel and beg him to keep doing it, because I was late to that show and I didn't get to really join in. My NES, my top 10 NES, because I did 20 to 11, the top 10, that is nearing completion. You're going to see that soon. I'm doing the real Bit Wars. He did my favorite games, and it was like his favorite game from every system he has. Fucking love that video. And I'm going to do that. I got another What's Happening YouTube old versus new game video coming up. Another What's Happening YouTube 90s edition. I did the 80s one. I got the 90s, and I got a lot of good shit for that one. And I'm going to continue on to finish my NES A to Z series. And I want to do some more NES happy hours. I did want to do a Game Boy $100 challenge, but I haven't. And I want to do something with the Simpsons games. There's another 10 videos on that list, but we're just gonna graze through those. But before we go, if you made it this far in the video, thank you very much and congratulations. I got a pile of games right here that I'm giving away. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. It's my channel. I can do whatever I want. I'm selling these, giving them away. So I'm going to decide who I give them to. And I probably should have thought this out better, but I didn't. It's all retro games. We got lots of different consoles. There's even some fishing games in here. Because back in the day, gamer loved some fishing games. So, probably going to do it based on how the comments amuse me. Doesn't mean length or thought or whatever. I'm just going to pick. And there's enough games here to give away 2 boxes, because the bottom box is full, not fill another box. So I'm going to give away 2 boxes of games. Maybe I'll I'm probably going to put all the comments in a randomizer and give one box away that way, and then base the other one on what I think my favorite comment is.
Okay!
Yeah, that's why. So once again, I want to thank everybody who's watched any, some, or all of my videos. I want to thank you for subscribing. Made it to 1,000. Now I can retire. Retire in style. As usual, in all my videos, like to end it with saying, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro!